Hey, it's Eric. We still need an SSL certificate. In the last video we talked about Let's Encrypt. Everyone says Let's Encrypt is the best. It's free and it's great. Except if you have certain use cases, like ours, which made it not a good fit, and it's really obnoxious that people keep saying that. Instead for us, what we're gonna do is actually buy an SSL certificate. Yeah, it's a few $100, but the time and complexity it saves is worth a lot more than that to us. Watch as we figure out how to buy an SSL certificate from a store.
What the fuck is this?
Okay, here we are at the SSL store, which is where
Probably the only premium SSL service in the world. I wonder what their definition of premium SSL service is.
So I want to shop now. Oh, I think we just want domain. No, we want wildcard, don't we? I believe we've been using these guys.
I think so.
How is
Symantec got like, didn't they get like all screwed over? How is anybody buying $2,000 Symantec certificates?
Look how nice that guy is. He's only $149 a year. So we want to do. So they want to do 2 years at $130, or we could do 1 year each. I'm sort of inclined to do 1 year.
I'm inclined to do 1 year too.
Do we want? Should we just do requestmetrics.net for right now, or do we
Well,
want?
if we dev it, wouldn't we put it on
We sure could.
dev.requestmetrics.com?
Yeah, like the actual accessing it via SSL over the web, I think is still going to be requestmetrics.com, wouldn't it?
I think so. Let's do it. We don't get the green address bar or the SAN support. No vulnerability assessment or malware scan, but we get a site seal. I don't care about any of this stuff. Okay, should I add it to cart?
Yeah.
It's domain validated issuance minutes, you guys.
This is such like scammy e-commerce.
Yeah, but okay. So I agree. I totally agree. Because it was like Symantec or somebody or DigiCert. Like, remember when Google like invalidated all of those certs, and like they were one of the like intermediaries in our CA chain. These guys actually had awesome customer support. Like, I was shocked because I assumed there's no humans running at the store. Like, but I was not correct. Okay.
I mean, what would you have expected? A business run in St. Petersburg, Florida?
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm surprised it's not in the Virgin Islands, to be honest.
I don't know what credit card this is. Is this an okay credit card to use, or should
I have no idea what credit card
let's
that
see
is.
if it works. We'll find out. Is that okay?
Are you sure it's a Track.js card?
I'm not. But I know it's not. It's not my card. It's not my card. So it's.
That's not many of my cards.
So it's.
I think maybe we should change it to a different one. Then.
No thanks.
Save.
Chrome wants to save it so badly, which I do let it save my own credit cards because. Whatever. Okay.
Oh, the fun begins now.
So this is where. Okay, so now we've got. Look at our shopping guarantee from Norton. Oh, I feel so protected. Okay, so here's our rapid SSL wildcard search. We need to generate the cert now.
But you shouldn't click that big thing that looks like a giant.
No, you can do this too. Let's click it. This is the.
Oh,
right
that
thing.
does the same thing.
This is the right thing. I kid you not. Okay. So yeah, no, okay. So
years of advertising spam have led us astray.
Okay, so we need to make this certificate signing request. So this is the part that I'm always like, what? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the other thing. In the past, I've been able to use the DNS-based auth.
Okay.
So let's try it. Simply paste your CSR in the form below. So we can use their tool, or we can do our own. Okay, so I'm gonna do it in Git Bash, actually, if that's okay.
Okay.
If anyone's okay with that. So I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make a new guy and put him here for now. Okay, so then let's paste that thing that they had. So it's new key RSA. Okay, before I hit enter, I just want to make sure. Replace server with the domain name you intend to secure. Okay, so the common name. So I think we can actually just leave it as server.key.
Yeah, because we don't care.
we don't care. Okay, so here we go. Boom, it's going to prompt us. Okay, you're about to be asked to enter information. Distinguished name or a DN.
So we gotta type US.
So we gotta type US, I think. Okay. State or province.
Full name.
Okay. Okay. I don't know how important this stuff actually is. And so this is still Track.js LLC.
Unit name.
I think I can leave that blank.
Yeah.
I think so.
Did it say organizational unit? Your department.
Or just call it request metrics. Because that's
Yes.
the division.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Delicious.
Okay, so this is where we do.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please enter the following actually challenge passwords. You are not required to enter a password or passphrase. This optional field is for applying. I would say let's not do it.
Yeah.
I would say let's not do anything that's optional.
Ta-da! Okay, so now we go in here, and then they want one of these. Generate the order. Locate and open the CSR notepad. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. So we're back here. Or actually, we're back here. So simply paste your CSR, and so let's see what we've got here. We've got a key.
So CSR is, so that's the public key, really, right?
I think so. And then maybe this guy's the. I don't really want to open him given the video.
I think regardless of what we do, we should probably just like hide it in the video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So here's the certificate request. So we can paste him. And I actually put all these things into Drive. So like all of our old CSRs are actually in Drive. I don't want the security. Select your server. Is that
So this is just where we have to do gymnastics, where we flip it around, right?
Yeah. So this is how they'll send it. I think in the past I've just done other, and then they just send you the whole like raw cert, and you can do what you want with it.
I'd rather do that. Probably Apache plus OpenSSL is probably what we want, right?
Should we try that? Sure. Yeah, okay, so here we go. So 256-bit digest. This guy, he was an option last time too.
What did we use for the other stuff? This one?
This one.
All right, let's just do that. We're not dealing with the bank here.
Yeah, right. Okay, so star.requestmetrics.com. Yep, request metrics, rapid SSL. Select approver email address. That's this. Site administrator. I've read. Oh yeah, we get a 30-day refund policy too. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Thank you. Here's your order. Okay, okay. Go away. I'll give him a 5 because I'm a nice guy. Okay, so here's our text. So this is the text value we need to create. Right, so here's the domain. Create the following text record using the hash values below. Okay, so let's go into Namecheap. Manage. Does he have all the parking shit on still? Okay, so we're going to add a new record. We're going to add a TXT record. The host.
We want the root, right?
So that's just an A, right? Don't you put in an @ sign or whatever?
Sign. I think it's this.
Yeah.
And then they want lowest possible. 1 minute it is, boys. Great. Okay, so we submitted our certificate signing request, and SSL Store has come back with our actual cert. But we actually got 2 pieces. We got our web server certificate, and we also got the intermediate certificate. And so now that we've got these pieces, we actually need to finalize our SSL cert. And so with SSL, there's kind of 2 files that you're going to use and 2 files that your web server is going to need in order to have it. The first one is the private key. So we've already got, here was the certificate we're signing request, and here was the private key that we created. This is essentially our public key now. So we need to make a file that holds this. So let's just do it right here. How about? So new text document, we'll call it this. All right, and so we're gonna call this, we should probably like find better names than server.
We should probably just call it what, requestmetrics.com?
Yeah. Do we like putting dots? Like, do we like doing this?
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Boom, yes, okay.
Now, is PEM the right one, or should it be like, because I've seen like lots of different extensions on this.
This is a great question. And so we looked at our Track.js Ansible repository, and we had our certificate as a .pem, but we also have a .cert. And we've seen other things as well. And so we consulted the oracle of all-knowing everything. And it turns out that the PEM is actually defined in the RFCs. So for Linux boxes, a PEM probably makes the most sense. It can include an entire certificate chain, including public, private key, and root certificates. Confusingly, it may also have a CSR. In our case, our CSR was actually .csr. You can see in our folder, actually, we also have a .key. So this is convention for the private key of a certificate. Now,
which is also PEM formatted.
Which is also PEM formatted, which is great. Because apparently it's privacy enhanced mail, a failed method for secure email, but the container format lives on. So that's awesome. The reason that we have a cert, though, and this is interesting because I've noticed it specifically on Windows.
Or rarely dir.
So it's a PEM formatted file. It's just that Windows Explorer will actually know what to do with this. Versus
Windows, you always got to be different just to be different.
So the file extension is registered in Windows.
Yes. Yeah, it must be. We need to take this guy here. So I'm going to take, and so Jordan looked this up, and it looks like the server certificate goes first in the file. Is that true?
That is what seems to work for Track.js.
Okay, sweet. So actually, let's go back here. Let's open this guy in Notepad++. Okay, so here we have the server certificate. And then we can just copy and paste the intermediate perspective. And they are literally just butted up against each other. Is that true?
Yep.
Okay.
You don't even define which one is which. It's just...
It must just...
It seems to just work.
I'm going to actually change the names of these to... and then... Oh, man. Great. Oh,
those look good.
I spelled that wrong. Oh, spelling is so hard. Okay, great. So we've got all three of these, and so we should actually, and the other thing that you may want to do is you want to store these off somewhere because we're probably going to need these at some point.